America, a land of vast plains, towering mountains, and bustling cities. Its story is etched not just in history books, but in its buildings. From humble log cabins to soaring skyscrapers, American architecture reflects a nation built on ambition, innovation, and a blend of cultures. Each structure a testament to the dreams and aspirations of the people who shaped this land. As we journey across the American landscape, we'll uncover the stories behind these architectural wonders. We'll see how European styles were adapted and transformed on American soil. We'll witness the birth of uniquely American designs, reaching for the sky with audacity and ingenuity. This is the tale of American architecture. A story told through bricks and mortar, glass and steel. A story of constant evolution, reflecting a nation always striving, always reaching for something new. The first European settlers arrived on American shores with little more than the clothes on their backs and a thirst for new beginnings. They sought shelter and security in a wild, untamed land. Their first homes were simple log cabins, built from the abundant timber that surrounded them. These rudimentary structures, often consisting of a single room, served as both dwelling and fortress. As settlements grew and prospered, so did their architecture. Colonial mansions, inspired by European styles, began to emerge along the eastern seaboard. These grand homes, often built with brick or clapboard, featured symmetrical facades, elegant columns, and large windows. They were a symbol of success and sophistication in the New World. Life in these early homes was often harsh, but there was a simple beauty in their practicality. The log cabin, with its rough-hewn logs and cozy fireplace, embodied the spirit of self-reliance that defined early America. The colonial mansion, with its air of refinement and grandeur, reflected the growing aspirations of a young nation. These early structures, though vastly different in style and scale, laid the foundation for the diverse and dynamic architectural tapestry that would come to define America. The young nation, eager to establish its own identity, looked to Europe for architectural inspiration. European styles, from the grandeur of ancient Greece and Rome to the elegance of the Renaissance, were readily adopted and adapted. The Georgian style, popular in England during the 18th century, found favor in America for its simplicity and balance. Characterized by symmetrical facades, Palladian windows, and understated ornamentation, Georgian architecture embodied the ideals of order and reason that were central to the Enlightenment. The Greek Revival, popular in the early 19th century, evoked the democratic ideals of ancient Greece. Grand porticos supported by towering columns reminiscent of Greek temples became a hallmark of this style. Public buildings, banks, and even private homes adopted this style, symbolizing the aspirations of a nation built on the principles of democracy and civic virtue. The Gothic Revival, with its pointed arches, intricate tracery, and soaring spires, emerged in the mid-19th century. Inspired by the medieval cathedrals of Europe, this style found favor in churches, universities, and grand residences. The Gothic Revival in America often incorporated local materials and interpretations, creating a unique blend of European influence and American ingenuity. As America matured, so did its architectural voice. No longer content with mere imitation, American architects began to develop styles that reflected the unique character and aspirations of their nation. The vastness of the land, the spirit of innovation, and the pursuit of the American dream found expression in bold new designs. The federal style, popular in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, blended elements of Georgian and neoclassical styles. It was characterized by its restrained elegance, delicate ornamentation, and use of classical motifs. This style, often seen in government buildings and grand residences, reflected the young nation's aspirations for order, stability, and prosperity. The Victorian era, with its emphasis on romanticism and ornamentation, ushered in a period of architectural exuberance. Houses were adorned with intricate gingerbread trim, turrets, bay windows, and wraparound porches. This eclectic style, with its emphasis on individuality and self-expression, reflected the optimism and growing prosperity of the industrial age. The craftsman movement, a reaction against the mass-produced ornamentation of the Victorian era, emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. This style celebrated natural materials, simplicity of design, and handcrafted details. Craftsman homes, with their low-pitched roofs, exposed beams, and built-in furniture, emphasized functionality, craftsmanship, and a connection to nature. The late 19th century witnessed a technological marvel that would forever alter the urban landscape: the skyscraper. The invention of the elevator and the development of steel frame construction allowed buildings to soar to unprecedented heights. Chicago, a city rebuilt from the ashes of the Great Fire of 1871, became the birthplace of the skyscraper. Architects like Louis Sullivan and Daniel Burnham embraced the possibilities of steel and glass, creating buildings that were both functional and breathtaking. The skyscraper was more than just a technological marvel. It was a symbol of American ambition and progress. It represented the triumph of human ingenuity over the limitations of nature. As cities grew denser and land became more valuable, the skyscraper offered a solution to the challenges of urban living. The early skyscrapers, with their ornate facades and decorative details, often drew inspiration from European architectural styles. However, as the 20th century progressed, a new style emerged: Art Deco. This style, characterized by its geometric patterns, stylized motifs, and luxurious materials, celebrated the glamour and sophistication of the machine age. The 20th century was a period of unprecedented innovation in architecture. New materials, such as reinforced concrete and pre-stressed concrete, allowed architects to create bolder and more expressive forms. Advances in structural engineering enabled them to design buildings that seemed to defy gravity. The Bauhaus movement, founded in Germany in 1919, had a profound influence on American architecture. This school of thought emphasized functionality, simplicity, and the use of modern materials. Bauhaus principles found expression in the international style, which emerged in the 1920s and 1930s. Characterized by its clean lines, geometric forms, and lack of ornamentation, the international style celebrated the beauty of function and the potential of new technologies. Skyscrapers, stripped of their decorative excesses, became sleek and efficient towers of glass and steel. Frank Lloyd Wright, one of America's most celebrated architects, forged his own path. His Prairie School style, characterized by its horizontal lines, low-pitched roofs, and open floor plans, sought to create a harmonious relationship between buildings and their natural surroundings. Wright's organic architecture, as seen in his masterpiece, Falling Water, blurred the lines between structure and